Shocking allegations have surfaced against music moguls Jay-z and Diddy. Both are being accused of a heinous act involving a 13-year-old girl. As these claims come to light, the entertainment world is shaken and fans demand answers. Stay tuned as we break down the details of this developing story. Reports state that the charges result from an allegedly occurring incident over 10 years ago. The accuser says she was 13 at the time and has stayed quiet out of anxiety. Recently, she stepped forward with detailed accounts that have left fans and critics stunned. This disclosure adds to the already long list of well-known cases challenging the way the entertainment business handles abuse accusations. Many are now asking whether this will spark systemic changes or fade into the backdrop of previous controversies. While Jay-z and Diddy have yet to release formal statements, their legal teams have categorically denied the claims, stating that these accusations are baseless and designed to tarnish their reputations. Still, the public response has been split. Some fans express disbelief, holding on to the larger-than-life personas of these stars, while others demand accountability. Public personalities of their kind are subject to great scrutiny, and this is no exception. This emphasizes the great pressure of keeping a good image under public view. In her statement, the accuser recounts chilling details about the alleged incident, offering a stark insight into the abuse of power within the entertainment industry. She alleges that both Jay-z and Diddy were not only present but directly involved, shedding light on a darker side of an industry often glamorized for its allure and success. This revelation has prompted discussions about the culture of silence that shields powerful individuals from accountability. Over the years, critics have pointed out how the entertainment world prioritizes profits and public image, often at the expense of seeking justice for victims of misconduct. Many survivors, they argue, remain silent due to fear of retaliation or being discredited. The accuser's courage in coming forward, despite potential backlash, challenges the status quo and emphasizes the pressing need for systemic change. Her story highlights the enduring struggle for justice in an industry where influence often outweighs morality. These allegations surface at a critical juncture when the music industry is already grappling with its handling of misconduct cases. High-profile scandals, such as R. Kelly's trial and accusations against other renowned figures, have painted a troubling pattern of enabling behavior within the industry. Critics argue that this boys' club mentality perpetuates a culture where power and privilege overshadow accountability, allowing perpetrators to evade consequences. On the contrary, some voices speak of due process and caution the public from jumping to conclusions without having clear evidence. For fans, this presents a moral dilemma. Can they continue to enjoy art while knowing the disturbing allegations against the artist? This question elicits a division among people. Some opt to boycott the accused's music, whereas others prefer to compartmentalize information about the person and their work. This heightened scrutiny requires relearning lessons on how to keep stars safe against victims. Legal experts have further added to the case an input into how difficult it would be to adapt historical allegations of abuse for prosecution. They note that often such types of cases have a way of letting go as time goes on. As each year passes, the trail of evidence becomes weaker, and they will face even greater challenges in proving old claims. More often than not, the physical evidence does not afford forensic material or immediate witnesses. Indeed, there are cases that are difficult to prove. Nonetheless, they have also advised that the courage involved in coming forward to challenge the demands inherent to it shows that the issue has indeed opened further discussions into the need for safer spaces for vulnerable persons in instances of abuse. This case has rekindled conversations on the institutionalization of better safeguards and an increased protective environment for persons in power imbalance situations. Add to this the set of complications in legal matters, such as statutes of limitations, And you will see that many more difficulties mount in the proceedings, but many more doors open to usher in new precedents in law about how these cases will be handled in the future. These public figures, Jay-z and Diddy, have created quite a din in everyone's current affairs section. The hashtags the name of the accuser and accuser appeared trending in dozens across various social media platforms in cyberspace. This is a true indication of how efficient and powerful public figures can be because such support and loyalty come from their fan bases to the extent of defending, most times, their accuser even. It is knowledgeable that with high-profile cases, the narrative could very much get constructed long before the legal process unfolds. Maximum online voices are being raised on supporters from the other end too, resulting in a surging cloud of clashing opinions and a lot of its own tension that is created due to those views being expressed online. Somewhat intensifying public discourse is yet more attention on the issue in the ongoing online activity. And while that madness continues online, such an outburst reminds us that social media can be both a refuge from reality with comments such as "so many firsts today" and "I can't stand this," and a vehicle for criticism, broadcasting the case further into the spotlight than ever. The fallout from the claims made against Jay-z and Diddy is anticipated to stretch farther than the legal lens into their business ventures intensely. It is said by insiders within the industry that these allegations have the potency to affect their very lucrative endorsements and deals with the big brands. In fact, it's been said that these accusations could severely affect even their hitherto established business stables because they are deeply involved in music, fashion, and other investment portfolios, provided the allegations are not addressed soon. Brands considering future relationship perspectives with Jay-z and Diddy may inevitably want to clear their associate relations from the scandals until the said matter falls in status. What effects such allegations may have on their ongoing or other future businesses is still in speculation, but there is surely little that could affect the reputations of these two music moguls. With such amounts in billions at stake, no doubt their teams will be in firefighting mode, minimizing any such mishap to their business empires and their public image, making the next few months highly crucial for any of their careers. As the plot thickens, more and more folks begin to ask a question or two regarding this particular line. What would these cases imply not just for Jay-z and Diddy, but for the entertainment industry at large? Activists and observers alike wonder whether this case would motivate further victims of abuse to speak out or discourage others from doing so because of the backlash or fear of disbelief. The hubbub has already ignited much larger discussions on accountability. Many reformists push for reforms into indefinite structural changes necessary to remedy big questions of abuse and power imbalances beyond individual abuse cases. The present case has surfaced a need for a revolution in how the entertainment industry approaches allegations of misconduct, particularly when superstars are involved. This is seen as a historical moment that should initiate many of the demands placed on institutions to ensure that they provide transparency, accountability, and justice for victims, no matter how powerful the accused might be. The legal team representing the accuser has conveyed strong confidence in the strength of their case, signaling that significant developments could emerge during the proceedings. They have suggested that corroborative witnesses and documentary evidence may surface, which could further challenge the defense's position. This has the potential to complicate matters as the case progresses, especially as it garners increasing public attention. High-profile legal battles such as this one tend to attract advocacy groups and activists who seize the opportunity to amplify their calls for systemic reforms and transparency within the entertainment industry. As more details emerge, the pressure on all parties involved to act responsibly intensifies. The legal team's optimism in the face of mounting scrutiny suggests they are preparing for a prolonged battle, with the stakes growing higher with every new piece of evidence or public revelation. This is shaping up to be a case that could set precedents for how similar accusations are handled in the future. Public reactions to the allegations against Jay-z and Diddy have been notably divided, yet intensely vocal. On one side, the loyal fan bases of both celebrities continue to defend them, adamantly rejecting the accusations and refusing to believe the claims. These supporters argue that such allegations may be part of a larger conspiracy or attempt to undermine their idols. On the other hand, survivors and activists are demanding a fair and thorough investigation, emphasizing the need for transparency and accountability. This stark dichotomy in reactions highlights the cultural divide that often accompanies celebrity misconduct cases, where fame and public image can overshadow the pursuit of justice. Many critics argue that this case is symptomatic of a broader societal issue, where the fame and influence of powerful individuals in entertainment can serve as a shield, making it difficult to hold them accountable for their actions. This tension reflects a larger conversation about how the entertainment industry handles allegations of misconduct by its most influential figures. The role of media outlets in shaping the narrative around these allegations cannot be overstated. Some news outlets have been criticized for sensationalizing the case, opting for eye-catching headlines that may over-dramatize certain aspects of the story. These sensationalized reports often stir up emotions and escalate public opinion, which can sometimes overshadow the facts. Meanwhile, other media outlets are emphasizing the importance of balanced and fair reporting, striving to maintain objectivity and present both sides of the story. The media's influence in such high-profile cases is undeniable, as each headline can either reinforce public sentiment or sway it in unexpected directions. This creates a complex dynamic where the line between informing the public and fueling unnecessary speculation becomes increasingly difficult to navigate. For some, the media's role has blurred the distinction between genuine news reporting and entertainment-driven sensationalism, raising questions about how responsibly the press handles sensitive issues like these. Legal commentators are suggesting that this high-profile case could have far-reaching implications on future legislation, particularly when it comes to how abuse allegations are handled within the entertainment industry. The mounting public interest and the significant pressure from advocacy groups are pushing lawmakers to consider implementing stricter policies regarding the treatment of such accusations. There are calls for mandatory reporting standards and policies that would ensure a more transparent and accountable process for investigating claims. These suggestions reflect a growing concern about how the entertainment industry handles allegations of misconduct, particularly when powerful figures are involved. Advocacy groups are using the momentum from this case to propose broader reforms aimed at protecting survivors and ensuring that powerful individuals are held accountable for their actions. This could pave the way for legislative changes that could alter the legal landscape and force a more transparent, equitable response to similar cases in the future. Despite the many legal complexities surrounding the case, the accuser's statement has resonated deeply with a large number of people. Her decision to come forward and speak out against the alleged assault has inspired others who have experienced similar trauma to share their stories, adding to the growing chorus of voices calling for justice and accountability. Her bravery in the face of immense public scrutiny has shone a light on the deep-seated systemic issues within the entertainment industry, where power dynamics and unethical practices often go unchecked. This has sparked an important and much-needed dialogue about the concepts of consent and the abuse of power, with many advocating for a more transparent and responsible approach to handling such cases. Conversations about how to protect individuals within the industry from exploitation are now gaining more attention than ever, marking a crucial turning point for the entertainment world as it grapples with questions of integrity and accountability. As the case progresses, questions about the future of Jay-z and Diddy's careers remain. Will these allegations permanently tarnish their reputations? Or will they recover as other figures have in similar situations? The outcome could serve as a litmus test for how society and the industry handle such controversies moving forward. Either way, the ripple effects are bound to be felt for years to come. This is a developing story, and the world is watching closely. What are your thoughts on these allegations? Do Do you think this will bring about real change in the music industry? Share your views in the comments below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay updated on this case and more breaking stories.